Hey everybody, it's Jade. I'm coming in today with a video from Aquarius, and I'm going to talk to you guys about where Aquarius is currently residing to the juxtaposition of you, the viewer. So the energy right now is separate. I'm not necessarily doing a video for Aquarians. I'm sorry, you guys, but this message is catered from like the sign of Aquarius itself. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know that right now it seems like the things that we're holding on to is strictly for like pleasure. Now, the reason why I say that is because I have like the four of cups laying here underneath our nine of cups. But with the four of cups, like this came underneath the nine of cups, and this is the energy of the person who is watching the video and tuning in right now. Whatever it is that they're holding on to and trying to bring into this new age of Aquarius is holding like onto the vision so hard because they it's like it's part of their desired result of what they want to see in this upcoming Aquarius season. So they're coming in and they think that this is something that is worthy of recognition. This is something that like we think is Three of Cups is something that we usually think is like a sociable topic. So this is something that can be passed around. It's very easy to talk about. It's something that there's a large group of people that will agree on. So if you have this idea in mind, we're feeling very confident with our Chariot energy in the Four of Cups. So this Four of Cups is being offered by you to whoever this magician is that I've pulled out. And whether or not we're planning on communicating it at the moment is still up in the air. I think you know for certain that this is something you want to keep for yourself because it's something that you've learned to appreciate over time. I think that first, like, what's necessary to know, like, is that with our magician here, this is the energy around you. So the people that are around you right now are residing currently in the magician state of mind. And they're very open to new possibilities or new ideas. There's not a lot of like bickering or fighting or trying to overcome the idea of another. And it's happening through a lot of our I don't know if you guys can read this, but this is Okanite. This one is about our past life patterns, and we're currently like in underneath quarantine and isolation. Like our past life patterns are being dealt with to a point where we can have these conversations while no one else is even in the room. So you're aware of the talking points. Like you're familiar with what's not okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know the rules of the game, but you have like things that you've become so familiar with that you think that this is going to be something that people outside of you are going to benefit from. So you're making an offer here, and the magician is listening. So the magician is currently in Aquarius, where we have our Ten of Pentacles in reversed with strength and the rutilated quartz. So right here, Aquarius is residing in home. The Ten of Pentacles in reversed right now is just the depiction of how there's so much that's yet to be obtained, accessed, open. So there could be people here wanting to declare or proclaim why this cup is something that is so necessary to this image. Because if this were here, then this would be upright and everyone would be involved and partaking in this new venture here. So the person who has these things in mind thinks that this is something that will receive public acclaim, and my bad. There is a resistance though, from Aquarius. So Aquarius is coming in with strength here, talking about things that are necessary for. It's almost like they're reinforcing the rule of like with this image here. They're reinforcing the rule of public health, public safety, and it seems like with this Ten of Pentacles in reversed, with this strength energy here, Aquarius is being like the dominatrix here. They're coming in super strong, trying to maintain what they have. They might not even have much, but right now it's their home. But they're open to hearing about whatever needs to be said. They're not defending any action here. They're listening. And if you're being upfront, then it might not be totally reciprocated. The best and most honest thing to do is I'm gonna pair these three together. Is continue holding on to this truth that you have, because this, whatever this is real to you. You don't have to worry about that. Like, this isn't something that people are denying you of believing. And this is something like the Larimar stone here with this deck recommends, like, it's a very passive communication where we're maintaining this voice through deed and action, and whenever this voice that you have needs to be heard, you will be in the proper moment to express whatever it is that you think needs to be talked about. So this, with the Magician here, it looks like they're working through past life patterns here. Now, if they are in this energy and they're not trying to gain like ground in the room, like if they're in this energy and they're trying to control the conversation and dominate what you are contributing with, then this isn't going to be something that they're going to receive here with the Three of Cups. They're not going to celebrate, and there's a possibility that you're already aware of this. That's why you're holding on to it. And I mean, you're not letting it go for anybody else. I mean, it might not be something that they consider home, but it's something that's very important to you. Now they just need to work through these griefs here. So these past life patterns being seen, if they're open to it, they're gonna feel whatever it is internally, and they're gonna have to reciprocate the effort that you put into conveying this truth to them. You if you came forward and were very honest about the way that you feel, and they didn't even, like, if they didn't give a response, or if they didn't agree with you and bring like closure to the conversation, because if this is something that you're trying to gain closure for, this might not be something that you get in the conversation immediately. This might be something that they work on internally, and it's going to be hidden from you. And if this is something that needs like a quick, direct response, that's something that's very hard to get from the magician, because they're trying to overcome their own fears here. Aquarius is working on balancing their own home life, and it's like this new truth is like this could be just like, if it's something new, it could be seen as a chore, something in excess, something that they don't need to partake in, but you find it important, and there's no need to rely on like this expectation that you need to continue to be vocal about it. Whenever the opportunity comes, like you'll be in the right place. I'm just gonna reiterate that again. But it looks like overall we're in a good space. I want to pull one more ink card, because I want to clarify the magician here and offer up what he's residing in. But it looks like we're doing good. Whoever's watching this is in a good place. 9 of Cups it's a solid energy. The High Priestess came in. Yes. Okay, so the Magician and the High Priestess together here. Whatever is happening, this discussion that you're having is probably going to be happening behind closed doors after you have it with this person. I think that after you have this conversation, your words will move them to a new positioning here, and they're going to be discovering it in their own way, in their own time, and eventually they'll need to resurface again, and either it's going to be an eternal decision that they make, and their behavior will be something that changes. They might not even come up and tell you that your input really shaped their world or changed their perspective, and you might just have to see it in their behavior from then on. Okay, but we'll have to see how Aquarius feels about it. It'll come sometime, but you'll see it first before you hear it. Okay. All right. That's the message for Aquarius today. This was a shorter video than I thought it was going to end up coming to be, but woo. Okay. I really hope you guys enjoyed the message. I'm going to bring more to you in the future, and I hope you guys rest well. Okay, stay easy.